Today, we are taking a look at the Nissan R35 GTR Spec V Kit from Aoshima. Released in 2009, it's going to be 1/24 scale semi-engine detail kit, and it is today's What's in the Box. Welcome into the garage and today's What's in the Box. Initially, this was released in 2008, and the basic R35. Following that, it got a reissue as the Premium Edition, and then following that, they released it with the engine parts tree. 2009 came the left-hand drive version, and then the left-hand drive version with the engine. Between 2009 and 2020, this kit has been released a whole bunch of different times. You had the Spec V, you had multiple pre-painted versions, both the early and the late editions. You had multiple late versions reissued, the pure editions with engines. You had the North American version that was released. You had all the LB Works variations released as well. So let's check it out. Getting started now with the body. Now we're going to take a look at the rest of the body parts trees. Up first, the hood, mirror, rocker panel, hood, mirrors. And the rear spoiler parts tree, which is made up of 3 pieces. Now I'm going to take a look at the front and rear bumpers for the V Spec version. The rear bumper. Now getting started with the chassis plate. Now moving on to the next parts tree, which is basically the suspension chassis parts tree. And now we're going to take a look at the Spec V specific interior parts tree, the rear bucket, namely, which is going to be a rear seat delete interior bucket. Pretty sure you're not going to want to sit back there. It'll be pretty uncomfortable. Although I'm sure sitting in a back seat of an R35 isn't comfortable to begin with, even when it has a back seat. And the dashboard and rear seat backs, which you won't be using from this parts tree. And moving on to the next parts tree, which has the rest of the interior pieces as well as some exterior pieces. Taking a look at the seats for this variation. The late models, if you will. We're going to take a look at the engine-ish parts tree. You have the piece that goes inside to makes up the engine compartment, if you will. I'm going to take a look at the chrome parts tree, which has exhaust tips, rear faces, headlight buckets, rear taillight backing pieces. Now I'm going to take a look at the brake rotors parts tree along with the side trim piece. Going to be a kind of a satin chrome finish. And for the V-Spec, a set of exhaust tips. Dual exhaust tip that is one piece. Now I'm going to take a look at some of the clear parts. Now we're going to take a look at the roundy rounds, which is going to be Aoshima's Pirelli 0P7000 tires, along with the 4 springs that you get for the movable, workable suspension. Of course, the poly cabs. Now we're going to take a look at the Spec V wheels, which kind of come in a pre-painted black, glossy black form. And now we're going to take a look at the window masking sheet and decal sheet. So you have the window mask for the front and rear windows, and the side rear windows, and the decal sheet. So that, my friends, is going to do it for this look at the Nissan R35 GTR Spec V with the VR38D EWT engine parts tree kit from Aoshima. That is a mouthful. And yes, if you want to get yourself some R35 Nissan Color Match paint from Scalefinishes, you can. I've gotten quite a few colors mixed up myself from Scalefinishes. Pretty sure he can even do the Spec V color, which is like a very dark purple. I can't think of the name of it. If that's how you wanted to roll, of course. So, on that note, thanks for watching.